I'm Dave Humpal, and I welcome the opportunity this morning to talk to you about the opportunity you have to enhance your giving to Olmsted Community Church. My wife Marcia and I have been members of OCC since the mid 1990s. Many of us who attend church regularly look at church as sort of a home away from home, or simply as our personal house of worship, or as a place where we can talk to friends and become closer to God all at the same time. There are those who look at any church as a place where we are baptized and married and buried, to be hatched, matched, and dispatched, so to speak. Marcia and I view OCC as a safe place where we can come closer to God, to meet with friends, to celebrate those religious holidays with our children and grandchildren, and as a place that has been with us for decade after decade, representing a house of worship and a safe harbor to gain respite from the topsy-turvy world and the stressful times in which we live. But OCC reminds us that we cannot be sequestered, for our church is an active part of the greater community, and as is so often noted, we have a responsibility for not only our own spirituality, but also to be Christ to the world. So it is during this time, just about every church's stewardship campaign, that we begin to review how much we will give to the church to keep not only the doors open, but to allow it to continue to remain the very special place of safety and friendship, spirituality and memories and mission that it has become. How much is that worth? Well, if you want to put it in purely economic terms, how much do we pay for entertainment like television, HBO, or Showtime, or season tickets to the Browns or Indians? Looking at it that way, one can argue that church provides us with so much more, because those other things mentioned don't really bring us any closer to God. And let's face it, sometimes being a Browns fan is more loss than it is gain. For Marcia and me, the spiritual things, the memories, the thought-provoking sermons, the engagement with friends, the spirit of giving, as well as the willingness to look beyond ourselves to help others, all of those things, and so much more, make church here at OCC something that deserves our financial support. The music provided by our organist and the choir, as well as other artists, provides peace and inspiration, as well as reflection. As Marcia is so quick to point out, the music ministry alone is reason enough to give generously of what is ours. Music can center us and inspire us so that we can deal more effectively with the struggles of the previous week, the uncertainty of the future, and find respite in the words of those of our church family. So we have determined to provide our spiritual home with more money than we gave last year, just as we do with our electric bills or food bills. And in addition to that, we will provide the church with funds for specific things like physical improvements and items that will make our worship on Sundays even better and more inspirational. We plan to increase our giving again this year because OCC means so very, very much to us, and we know that the value we gain from that investment far surpasses any economic gains we could make with that money in any other way. So when you make your pledge, just remember what this historic place has meant to you and your children and grandchildren, and how much you want it to grow and continue to play a role, not only in your lives, but in the lives of so many other people, many of whom have yet to establish their own histories here at OCC. Thank you very much.